No, thank you.
Never again, never.
No.
I did go one more time though.
When you were younger.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 o'clock, and first item on the agenda is Treasurer's Office request to add additional employee.
Yeah, so, I know since Nicole left and we combined her with Casey that there's a little bit extra, I'm hoping. So I'm asking for half-time, three-quarter time, maybe 4 or 5 hours a day. Anything 20 hours, 25, I don't know where you get into the next level where there's insurance, is there a break somewhere? Is it better if I'm asking for 20 and not 25, or?
I think they can work up to 30 and not pay their insurance, is that right, Casey?
My current employees are doing overtime at least some every pay period. I'm working overtime, I can't keep up with the work, I'm behind on filing. It's just gonna get worse over the next month with taxes. I usually have taxes out, but I haven't gotten to them, so I'm still working on month end from last month. Hoping to start on that. I just need some more help, and if there's any way to be able to get some more help in there. Of course, I want a full-time employee, but I can understand that we don't have the budget for it. So I'm asking for whatever you might be able to offer. What I can have, I'd be very appreciative of.
I know we're looking right now, we haven't done negotiations with the sheriff's office yet, so I'm waiting to see how we end up there. But I was thinking, Stacy sat right there and said, well, we can take the finance back up there, so if they have that much time that they think that they can have finance, maybe Mary has time to come over and help you out some, I mean, it's.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And I suggested that first time she came in and said that, she was a little upset at me that I was asking for that employee too, so.
Well, I mean, there's
Well,
two of them up there, and all they have is
we've
recording to do other than when there's elections, so what else is there for them to do?
We've talked so many times too about cross-training people, and we've never really have done much about it. I mean,
Well,
that'd be it.
when I started in the clerk and recorder's office and worked full-time for several months, and then I went half-time both clerk and recorder and treasurer, so.
I think.
And it might, if it's possible, because she has worked on Black Mountain, so she might have a little bit better. I mean, I need an employee, so I don't know.
Well, and if it's just filing, I know we hired Brandy as Cindy as that position to get their stuff caught, their back tickets and stuff caught up, and if she's caught up, maybe she can go up there,
They can trade off, yeah.
sometime too, instead of having 3 full clerks in the justice court.
Which doesn't seem to be, seems like
Yeah.
I'm busy there. I certainly don't have, my employees don't have extra
Well,
time to
I'm
be
sure
out.
you probably are at times.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
you got a lot going on there. So, is everybody doing all right in there? I mean, as far as holding
Yeah.
up their workload?
Oh, yeah. Dawn's still learning. There's just a lot to it. There's just not, you can't just come in and start. You gotta learn the county computer system, plus the state computer system for motor vehicle. It's just a lot. So she's learning, and she was able to pick up a lot of it because she had been there for almost 6 months before the RIF last year. So she's doing well, and she's a hard worker. I
Yeah.
couldn't ask for any more with her. It's just too much work, and I can give you all kinds of stats of we're busier and doing more transactions than ever now, so.
I was just curious how that was going.
Good, I have no complaints.
So how long has she been back with us?
Another 5 months now? Almost, yeah, a
So
little
it's
over
still
5
pretty-
months. So she's
Still
doing well,
pretty
and
early,
she's
yeah.
helping Claudia more with the motor vehicle. We were over a month behind on getting title work to the state. and we've cleaned that up. I just started taking it home and doing that at night just to be able to help out some of that workload. But, you know, it's a good thing we have internet, but on the other hand, it's not, because I've been working too much time at home. I mean, there's a point where I'm also tired of working the extra hours. But we have got ourselves pretty much caught up again, so that's a good thing. I've been wanting to get caught up before taxes start, because we'll fall behind on everything in the next month again. And
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So how do we want to handle that, about going about asking Mary?
I guess maybe just sit her down and just ask her if she would be interested, you know, I know she wants to keep busy. I mean, she needs
Yeah,
stuff
and
to do.
I think she's that kind of gal.
And I think
really do
she's the type of person that, you know, would rather keep busy, and if she feels, you know, of course, there's days that Stacy's not there, so she'd have to stay in the clerk recorder's office,
Mm-hmm.
but is there stuff that she could maybe take over there to do? To work on, say, if she had to stay in the clerk recorder's office,
Sure,
if there's stuff that she could do from the clerk recorder's office.
Yep.
And then, you know, maybe, I don't know, one day a week or one of Brandy's days a week or whatever, she could help out too, so.
Does that work for you?
And see, you know, see how it works, and then we can go from there, so.
Yep, and working on tax bills, I'll need help folding by the end of next week. Just depends on how fast I can get them done. So I don't know how fast, you can see if I can get some help. But Stacy and Mary have already said that they'd help fold. So I know they're already aware that I will need help with that. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do and
Okay,
go from there.
sounds good.
And like I said, you know, until we get done with the sheriff's office.
Yeah,
see
and-
where we stand there, so.
One of the things that I talked with Jessica about, and Lori and Roman, you know, is when we did the refs and stuff, we kind of set priorities as to, you know, we fully realize that our pay is cheap, and keeping help and getting help is gonna be an issue until that changes, if we can ever change it, I don't know. But one of the things that we looked at was, you know, if we can save some money someplace by not hiring a full-time employee, then maybe that money can go towards a possible raise the next year. And if we hired somebody, anything that we saved with Casey's would, you know, that's gonna go right out the window, and then we're gonna be right back to where do we come up with the money to do anything next year?
Right.
You know, it's a,
Yeah, no, I've been here 18 years, I know.
yeah, I know, yeah, it's not a good deal.
But I'm willing to work with them and train them and,
All right, well, let's see what we can,
Yeah, we'll see what we
let's
can
see
do.
what we can do with her, and we'll get on it as quick as we can.
great, thank you.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
So it's 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and we are opening the Sunrise Creek Culvert replacement bid.
Slate's estimate.
First bid will be from Haskins Excavating. The bid price is $11,400. That's a pretty good price.
Yeah, very good. Under my estimate.
I told them guys that we would deliver the culverts too. Next bid is from Hire LLC with a bid price of $14,190. I guess on any issues, I would make a recommendation to award the bid to Haskins Excavating for the price of $11,400.
I will make a motion that we hire Haskins Excavating for the Sunrise Creek culvert replacement in the amount of $11,400.
I would second that motion. All those in favor say aye.
Hi.
Aye. Motion carries. All right. That was simple. Good.
So the big thing to watch from my perspective is just kind of making sure that the weather window's there. And what days the culvert's expected?
I haven't heard, but they had ordered it. Just the same day when you talked, they ordered right then. So they're going to try to get them as quickly as possible. They thought 3 weeks
Okay.
at that point. So it should be next week or the week, real close here.
Who do you get that from?
True North Steel. It used to be Roscoe Gold.
Oh,
So just so you guys are all aware, one caveat that when I drafted up the kind of scope of work is I did put in there if something drastic out of anybody's control happens weather-wise, that we will grant an extension. But we're trying for having it done by, can't remember the exact date, like November 10th-ish. So
you would, if they say it dumped 3 feet of snow, you cancel it till
yeah, I mean,
spring.
it's obviously your guys' choice kind of at this point, but I would advise,
Yeah.
just based on kind of what we're looking for, and then of course through Jason. But that'd be kind of the only thing, and we just kind of gotta, I don't know, I guess be fair and reasonable.
And as long as the culverts get here, I don't see any reason why it's, that's the only thing we're waiting on right now. And like I say, these are basically 1 day
Yeah.
apiece to get over.
How many?
It's just
Two.
Two?
So it shouldn't be no problem. I don't foresee any problem.
Is it big?
What's that?
Are they big ones?
Not too big, but we did a substantial upsize. They're 82-inch span by like 53-inch rise. So what is that? I think they're like 6 foot round, and then they squash them down.
Oh.
And I think usually you gain about 2 feet this way when you squash them. So, the biggest thing that takes a little bit, or that they got to pay the most attention to when you're getting backfill under the haunches, and getting it good and packed and stuff like that. So,
But he's good.
oh yeah.
He's good.
Oh,
Do that.
yeah, both bidders have performed on a lot of different things across the kind of area well.
Good.
Good deal. Well, thanks, Nate.
Oh, thank you guys. I think it's going to be a really good way to get some work done
Yeah.
locally, and I know that both the Rangers appreciate you guys working with us on this, because it does do kind of keep the work in the county. Plus, it
Yeah.
helps to kind of accelerate the pace in which it can be done. So, and then, our hydrologist did say the right conditions line up, things could flush down that Sunrise Creek pretty good. They're pretty small culverts, really, but hard to imagine it when you stand there and everything's dry right now. You're kind of,
Yeah. But that can change.
They can,
You know?
yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's,
one year when I saw things blow out of that club gulch up there in Flat Creek, I just was like, wow. I could
Yeah.
not believe it.
Yeah, I know
It
it.
was like, it wasn't even a channel there.
Yeah.
No,
It was
that was ridiculous.
everybody kind of scrutinizes not getting things done or before spring runoff, but it's really those summertime thunderstorms that
Yeah.
can bite you on these post-fire conditions, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try to get it this fall, and you're covered on both.
Yeah.
Nate, on the Red Bull one that's coming up, the problem that we had there on the south fork of the Joe with those 2 big culverts. When you, and I always look at this coming down from the Joe and going up Coil Creek and that way, but when you come down 2 Mile, I think it's above the Coil Creek Road turnoff. There's a pretty sizable culvert that you go across there, and there's kind of a fishing hole right off the road. you know the one I'm talking about. You know, that one looked to me when, after I started looking at every one, then after a while, but that one looked like to me that it's almost doing the same thing. Has anybody looked at any of those bigger culverts?
Yeah, I think that all of the initial proposals have not big of an area. I bet you they got 20 of those big ones that they want
Yeah.
upsize. I mean,
Because it was washing, you know, under the edges and around the sides. And I imagine that's just from how much
Yeah.
water flow coming through there in the
yeah,
spring.
but I'm glad you said something because they tend to prioritize areas where they think bull trout are our fisheries people, and it's kind of up to us on engineering to look after some of the other ones where road could fail.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that'd take that whole,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, I suppose you could go back up and down the Joe.
Yeah, but
That ain't the best
no,
route either, you know?
I'd rather do the work on our terms versus
Yeah.
scrambling and
Yeah.
being in that position we were on the South Fork.
Yeah, kinda like that
They
was, yeah.
won't be let you. put
It's
the
better
same-
roads than that, but not a lot
Yeah,
better.
exactly. So, hey, thanks for letting me know that.
You bet, yeah. All right. Well,
Hey, see you guys.
hope you have good luck.
Yeah, it'll be fun either way. See you guys.
Last, week, I don't think you were here.
It was that Thursday, that wasn't.
It may be that Thursday. I came in and I waited and then, okay, just so you
Seen
know.
it? Yeah.
We are going to interview next Thursday.
Can we wait?
Can we do it on Friday?
Because Dwayne wants to be
We
involved.
could,
I would like
What was
to,
that?
yeah. I'd like to sit in on it.
So how many applicants have you gotten?
just 2 so far, but I know there's been some people who picked some up, and I've heard tell they got another week to do it, or, you know, all the way through Wednesday to do it, so. But yeah, we can, Jace,
That way all three of us and Kate, you know, we can all.
Yeah, let's do it on Friday if you don't mind.
yeah, we can, I just didn't wanna block up your whole commissioner
I don't
schedule, that's
think
why I
we,
wasted.
yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
we
we've
got
got
much.
anything.
Okay, well, I'll just
Much
talk to
less
Casey
Friday.
about it,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
so.
So, we were talking about the other situation and, you know, hiring 2 and stuff. What's your thoughts there? I mean, I know
I
what
think
your
it's a-
thoughts are, trying to train somebody on
Right,
that
I think
grader.
it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have much next Friday. Just one thing at 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, I'll talk to her about the scheduling wise, we'll do that. I think it'd be a good idea to hire someone like as of January to come in and start getting into that snowplow rhythm, you know, and get that stuff kind of figured out. You know, we've got that extra truck this year, so they'll be able to work, you know, especially if we get a mechanic type guy. There's always work to be done. I mean, there's never a shortage of stuff to do, especially in the wintertime, but I mean, I feel it's a group decision too. You know, I'd take what you guys say and we talk about it. You know, I know Roman said something about doing it the next winter and having Norm come back. Well, he's not real keen on that because
Yeah, well.
he doesn't want to
yeah.
commit to that.
He's wanting to retire, you know, and yeah, I'm sure he's got a reason why he wants to retire.
And the West End's a big deal.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
And if we
It
can get
is.
somebody in to kind of, you know, basically, a lot of it's just learning where the snow goes, where
Yeah.
there, you know, where you can.
Run your idea by him, Lori.
Well, what do you think of, I was just thinking, do you think Tom Stevens would be interested in just plowing the West End in the wintertime?
Oh, I don't know. It's nothing I've heard.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I mean,
said.
that
I
was
don't-
just a, you know, I mean, he already lives up there, he knows what the conditions are.
But then when you do hire part-time in the summer? Or are you talking about hiring him full-time? or
No, because I know, you know, and then, you know, hire, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about, and then I don't know if you could just hire somebody part-time for when you need them in the summertime, or, I don't know.
Well, I need somebody in the summertime all the time is a problem. You know as well as I do, to get somebody decent is, especially year after year. I don't know if
Right.
You can do it, to run all the
Do
equipment.
it on part-time.
Right.
I can't go down to three people. Is
Right, yeah.
And I don't see you hiring a certain person just to do wintertime work, and yet then try to find a part-time every summer. I just don't think you can do it. You're not gonna do it because you're not gonna find people with CDLs and equipment experience every summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess unless you're talking an
Yeah,
extra person,
yeah.
but I don't think we need an extra person. You know, if you had 4 people and then Tom Stevens,
In the wintertime, yeah,
I think 4 of us should, I mean,
Right.
we can do it. I mean,
yeah.
we've never had that problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought it'd be nice to have somebody in the West End that could wake up and, but as
plow
far as,
there.
we've talked about it too, even back as far as Kelly and Roy, you can't really contract it to somebody because they're not gonna go do what we do.
Right,
And they're not gonna go when there's 2.5 inches of snow and every morning. and
right.
Do that, so. It's a pretty, like I said, even when there's no snow, there's work to be done up there. So it's pretty.
Yeah. Well, that's it. you
Yeah,
know,
we were just
they
picking
can-
different ideas.
Oh, and
Yeah, yeah.
you know, I'm
Somebody
open
that's
to listening to
that's-
everything. I mean, I wanna
that
get the
lives
best
up there
solution.
and, you know,
The problem, yeah, like I said, the only problem I see with that is just, then what do you do?
yeah.
You know?
And Tom may not wanna do it.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I think he likes his retirement, and especially in the winter, but I don't know. You know, I've never ever run that by him or talked to him about it or anything else.
Right, and he's another one that, you know, I hate to say age-wise, but I'm sure he wouldn't wanna commit to it for 10 years.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not.
You know, so, my problem is, I absolutely hate, I mean, I don't hate, it's just really, really hard to bring in somebody brand new, you know, I hate hiring people.
And shove them in that situation in the winter.
Yeah, that's a tough,
Yeah,
it's a
it
tough,
is.
tough job,
It
and
is.
my hat's off to Norm, you
Yeah.
know, he's done an
Yeah,
excellent job
you know-
up there day after day, and he's an old bugger, I mean,
Remember
he's 64.
The person before that, you know, we had all kinds of complaints from up there and had to check on them. You know, I haven't had a complaint out of Norm or anything that he's done up there, the snowcat trails or anything, you know, as compared to
No, he's
the
good.
guy before that.
I
Yeah,
wish I could push him for another year, but I know he ain't gonna go. He's old enough where he'll be able to get, you know, Social Security,
Yeah.
his Medicare, or
hey,
Medicare.
that's not that old.
I know.
I know.
Jason.
Well, I'm not saying, so, but to do what he's doing
Yeah.
is, I mean, that's a, but anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm sure open to talk about any ideas you guys have, but
I'm just,
I know, I'm in the same boat, you know. Here's my thing, the way I see it, is I would love to hire somebody through the winter, and then get to spring and say, okay, now when he retires in September, come back. But that's not fair to
No,
say, to
that's
have
not
him
tough.
work for us from January till March, and then they're not gonna wait around until
No,
September.
no, not
That's
very
why I
nice
said,
anyway.
that's why I thought, bring somebody in, and to be fair to them, keep them on till
Yeah.
September 1st.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, well, let's figure, Casey, what's the agenda for Friday look like?
This Friday?
No, next
Next
Friday.
Friday.
Next Friday?
They're talking about doing interviews on Friday.
Okay.
If we can squeeze that,
Unless we can do them in Tricon's yard, do you wanna come down?
I'm open for anything. You want to try cones?
I can't get out of the log loader, I'll have to holler at you from the door.
We just have a meeting at 9 o'clock scheduled.
How long is that? What is that?
Detention staff discussion.
Like half hour?
well, we'll probably.
So can we start at
Except
9:30?
we start at 10:30,
Yeah,
go from there,
10:30?
Or 10.
or 10?
or 10,
10?
whatever you
So
guys
10,
wanna do.
like every half hour?
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Okay.
just split us out about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
We'll schedule in 4 interviews. I think
Okay.
that's hopefully.
Now, see who
hopefully
the how many applications we get.
Schedule in 4 and then leave a half hour to kind of talk about it.
Good, sounds good.
Anyway. Okay.
All right,
Thanks,
thanks,
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.